I see dead people. Lenny James makes his long-awaited return to the Walking Dead. Yeah, clear. Get the CPR out for this fucking show and scream clear because it's shite.
I wish I could clear my memory banks in the last 45 minutes.
We were brainwashed back in the day. We were led to believe by Trevshan too that this was the greatest Walking Dead episode up to this point. And I'm sorry, I've took shite.
Well, I don't think I bought it. Like, I mean, I think at the time I was calling him it, saying it wasn't that good. Like,
aye, but the fact that he believed it and a lot of his fan base believed it says to me, like, what the fuck's going on?
I thought it was a bad episode. Looking back, man, I think it's horrendous. Arguably the worst for me. It's arguably the worst episode of season 3.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, people would tell you it's the best episode of season 3. I'm pretty sure Trev's chance it was the best episode of season 3.
Oh, come on, just
for me, I just
nothing happens.
I mean, it's literally a filler episode. I mean, you speak about filler episodes, it doesn't get much more filler than this. Basically, they go out looking for guns, and that's it.
Yep, they find a hitchhiker, they don't pick up, he begs for them, and then, like...
Plus, another reason why I thought it was poor, I mean, just 4 members. Like, what if at this stage, right, you hate Carl, right? You don't like Carl. You don't like Michonne. Rick is... and you never even liked Morgan, to be honest.
So, us, basically?
Yeah, well, I'm just being honest. I do not enjoy these 4 characters. Out of these 4 characters, I prefer Rick. And I'm not a big fan of Rick. Now, I'm not saying this couldn't have been a better episode if it was people I like. See if it was like... Fuck, see if the Dixons went with Rick. And maybe you could have had some fucking racial interaction between Meryl and
well, I think if the Dixons went with Rick, I don't think Morgan would be alive.
No, but you know, this could have been. I think this could have, even though it's filler, I think it could, but it's just. I mean, you get Michonne, who, in my opinion, is just the most boring character they've got. Coral, who I never liked in this. It's just that fucking. He got Dale killed, right? He did. I'm not gonna say he didn't when he did.
He definitely did, but you know what? I actually think he's been that bad this season, which kind of sums up the rest of the fucking prison group.
But for me, he was so bad in season 2 that it's going to take me a few seasons before I can forgive him.
God damn it, he got Dale killed.
And Rick, I mean, for me, ever since Laurie died, Rick's just been... Oh man, I see people, I see dead things, I see red. I mean, Rick just sees, I don't know, man.
He's just ripping off Morgan. They're ripping off each other's fucking gimmicks.
For me, Rick hasn't been doing it for like the last 6-7 episodes, so you could not have asked me to sit through an episode with probably 4 worst characters. I'm trying to. The only thing I think that could have made it worse if Carol joined along
instead of Rick. Fuck.
You take Rick out and.
Don't even want to imagine
that. No, we actually imagine that.
Well, I think Morgan probably would have won.
Carol, Michonne, Coral, and Morgan. Like,
but basically, right, they arrive in this town after a weird conversation between Rick and Carl about Michonne, which she can hear the entire thing, and it's like, Rick,
it's awkward. No, we're keeping her around just to beat the governor, then she can fuck off.
And she's just sitting there, fucking boring as fuck. They arrive in this town, basically there's warnings, he goes to the police station. Oh man, I gave permits out here, there might be other guns, because there's no guns in the police station. They get to this zone where there's like loads of spikes warning them to go back, and then what happens? Some guy's shooting at them with the shittest shot ever.
You got 10 seconds, leave your guns, get out of here. So Rick starts firing back at him, tells Coral they get to the car. Michonne fucks off. Michonne says, I think I can get up there. Then the next minute she's on a roof that's about 30 foot high. I mean,
but see, I don't get about this.
What
it's
did
like
she do? Fucking Spider-Woman.
We see how unhinged Morgan is before he has the conversation. And even then, he's still unhinged. Like, why didn't he why didn't he just fucking drop him? Even if he doesn't drop him initially, why does he give him a 10 count? You know, the guy's completely cuckoo, like. You know, and then...
Well, I think after that he tried to kill them, but it's just a shit shot.
No, but it's stupid, right? They're standing still. He drops the walker that's like, you know, standing still when he could have dropped them when they were like, he first shot. It's not like they all moved at the same time. But yeah, Carl then drops
Well, maybe
Morgan.
He's not a stone cold killer, you know what I mean? Maybe he's trying to give people the benefit of the doubt to leave.
I don't think Morgan is, sucker. Maybe he is, but you know what? He fucking sucks. That's one thing I know for sure. Carl drops him. Right, and this is another thing. It hits his body armor, doesn't even pierce him, it bruises him, and he gets knocked out.
Would
Doesn't hit him in the helmet like hits him in the head and he fucking not.
Would a gunshot really bruise you like that? That quickly?
I mean, no, obviously they can, because I mean, I'm pretty sure it happens to Rick in the first episode, not that Walking Dead's scientific, like, but my point is...
Yeah, but he had a lot of bruising considering he'd just been shot about 5 seconds.
Like, how can... I just don't see how you getting shot in your side would cause you to get knocked out.
Winded or something, yes, but knocked out.
Like, obviously, it's good it didn't pierce him, but say this is in a battlefield or, like, you're in a police shootout. 9 times out of 10, if the bullet knocks you out, you're just going to get killed with the next one.
I know. Like, say you get knocked
So it doesn't make any fucking...
say you get knocked out, though, do you not need to be hitting the head? Am I wrong here? I mean... can someone
obviously
knock you?
blood loss can knock you and shit like that.
Yeah, but like, can you get...
A certain amount of pain
can
can,
hit in the-
obviously. But I don't think this was... Is this really a...
Well, that's true, actually, yeah. I suppose shock and stuff like that, and well, it might I like, but yeah, I mean, a shot to the fucking, I don't know, it just didn't seem like it.
Yeah, but just thinking of other TV shows, and like, I mean, I know in this, Herschel gets his leg cut off and passes out, right? Merle cuts his own hand off and survives. I just don't see how getting I mean, we've seen people in this show get shot and survive.
Well, yeah.
You know? Don't get it. But anyway, Michonne and Carl then head off their own wee mission. Another thing, Morgan has got his entire house Boogie 2988 booby trapped, right?
Oh, is that big fat bastard there these days?
Don't know how he's doing, but there's like a line, a tripwire, so it's basically Jigsaw 2.0. So he's got this tripwire, which Rick then tells Carl to watch, despite the fact him and Michonne have literally dragged Morgan over the top of it.
Yeah, and it didn't show you them lifting Morgan up or anything, so I want to know how they avoid it. Plus, with Carl still being a kid, right? Seeing that situation, see if you were Rick, would you not actually be watching him coming up the stairs and making sure he actually avoids it?
Yeah, I mean, Carl's at the age
Would
where you
you
fucking trust him to go down the stairs, but
I know, but would you just walk on and say, hey, watch out, Carl, wire, Carl, and, you know, take it for granted that he's going to...
I know. Ridiculous. But then Carl's like, I'm going to go out on my mission. Then Michonne's like... Then Michonne's just sitting there chewing so fucking loud, and it's like, just fuck off with Carl and Dave.
Oh, we're doing this food now? Oh, the mad side, welcome. Fuck off. Why couldn't she have failed in the welcome mat?
Why couldn't she have just hit the tripwire and get axed?
I've really got to question anybody that says Michonne's her favourite character.
That's
like,
so violent. They've got to be fucking
to me,
brain
yeah,
dead.
to me that's like...
I go
don't
to
know.
Tourbank and I ride the custard bus levels of fucking
I mean, I guess...
intelligence. I guess if you like boring bastards that carry fucking swords... I mean,
Maybe if this is the only episode you've seen of The Walking Dead, you could maybe make a case that she's your favourite. No, I mean...
I'd say she's in at 4th place, like... It's a good old Arsene Wenger for me, like...
I thought Carl was more annoying in this episode. We gotta get the picture. No, I mean...
No, she was annoying, man. Sitting on... Nah, fuck off. Back to TJ, man, honestly. Did fucking El Palo know I walked in? Come on, this show's fucking shite. Even at this point, this show's done.
Yes. You said season 3 was fucking amazing.
No, I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh.
No, I think for action it's a good season, but I mean there is stuff like this, like the talk and dialogue shite. The only good dialogues with people it's over. Have you not noticed that?
I thought the dialogue with Meryl and...
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I mean, see Rick and Morgan talk is alright, but I mean, he's just...
Yeah, and
they're a bit both loopy, it
As
doesn't
much
really...
as I diss fucking Herschel, when Herschel's speaking, you kind of do take notice, like... I'm not going to say we don't.
No, but I'm all for characters going through like a loopy stage, but like, you can't tell me when these two are talking here it's on like the same level of like a sit down in Sons or something. It's fucking not. It's two retards trying to fucking get
I see red! I see red!
I see
got
blue.
clear, man. I got clear.
But yeah, Rick spots the walkie-talkie, then he sees above it Dwayne is turned. Now, why is Morgan ripped this?
Doesn't he need to remind himself every day? Is he punishing himself or something? Then Morgan gets up, attacks Rick. Rick hits him with the gun. Morgan jumps on top of Rick. Rick's like, you know me. I saved you. Saved me. You know who I am. Why not just say it's me? It's Rick, for fuck's sake.
I know.
Morgan says, I don't know you. Morgan says you're wearing dead people's faces. So you think this is a like paying homage to the Whisperers?
Because I'm
Whereas I just seen it as Morgan. I just assumed Rick was dead because he didn't answer the radio.
maybe a year into the apocalypse, the Whisperers weren't around, but maybe this was around the time they were writing. Maybe this was around the time though they were writing the Whisperer stuff in the comics.
Nah, I do think maybe you're doing a Travis Chan here. I think you're trying to implement something that's not happening.
Well, my point is, like, I mean, if the said in Sons we saw a bunch of lawnmowers on Harleys, I'd be like, "There's the mines," you know.
Ran through this world.
Anyway, right.
All alone.
Rick and Morgan talk. Morgan starts blaming Rick for everything, and it's like,
Then he starts like almost. He's like trying to attack Rick. Hey, your wife didn't turn. Your kid's alive, and it's like, yeah, and what? I mean, that's not Rick's fault that your wife was dead. Your wife was dead before Rick even arrived, right? And at the end of the day, Rick gave you a gun and gave you the opportunity to save your son, and you didn't. As Morgan tells us.
now if Rick was the leader of the group when your son died, maybe fair enough, but you had the option to come along, Morgan.
Rick wanted you to come with him. It's like, no, I gotta stay around here. I'll teach Dwayne how to shoot, and then I'll get a bit of practice. Would it not be better if you went with the fucking guy that can actually show Dwayne how to shoot? And if you need practice, then Rick will show you practice.
I mean, I will say this: maybe if Dwayne and Morgan come with Rick, one of them dies in Atlanta. But at the same time, would Rick have risked that? If he knew he was looking after a guy's son at the same time.
I know what his plot purpose is like, but I mean, yeah, no, realistically, it just doesn't make sense that he wouldn't go with Rick at the start. Yeah, maybe. Oh, Lenny James is a big actor in Walking Dead. Can you?
He's a big actor.
I've never heard of. I mean, that's the thing, right? See, when this series started, there was people in this that I'd heard of. Dale, I knew Dale. It's pish as shit. I knew Carol.
Nah, but she was in the mist. Besides the mist, I don't know the fucking...
I knew. Pretty sure I'd heard of
Michael
Laurie.
Rooker, Daryl Dixon.
Michael Rooker. I'd never seen the Boondock Saints. Like, is what it is. I tell you what, out of all these people,
Norman Reedus was in Blade 2, alright?
Right, the one person I did not fucking know. Well, there was two people that I definitely did not know. That was Rick and Morgan. And that's who season 1 kicks off with. And you're thinking, oh, Rick Grimes, and they've got Big Morgan and Big Lenny James. They can't have. Remember, Trev Chan was saying that's why he only appears in a couple of episodes. Oh, they can't afford. He's a big actor. People are after his services. And he's that big. He got sent to fucking Fear the B show. I mean, what a joke! What an absolute joke, man. No, come on. Let's be real. See if he was this big of an actor, would he be 10 fucking seasons on Fear the Walking Dead?
No.
The B show?
He'd be getting his own fucking spin-off.
I mean, like, fuck me.
I don't even... I don't want to watch Fear. It is what it is. Probably will end up one day on this channel. Give us monetization, YouTube, and I'll fucking watch everything.
Monetization, and I'll watch World Beyond.
God damn,
That's the one with the gay kids.
Can't wait. Right, Carl and Michonne, they get the picture. Do we care? No, they use rats as distractions.
I thought it was harsh on the rats. Like, sent in a couple of rats on fucking skateboards.
I know.
The walkers eat them. They go in. Michonne saves Carl. They don't get the picture. They go out. Pictures drop. Carl wants to go back in. Michonne's like, no, we're going to do things my way. You stay here. She pisses off for about 15 seconds. Then comes back with the picture. Again, it's a bit of a loophole.
Did she have the picture the whole time?
No, because they dropped it.
Yeah,
but it's like, you know, realistically, how did she get in? And then she comes out with some like fucking rainbow coloured pinata or something. It's like, what the hell is this? Yeah, then pretty much Morgan says, I can't come with you. I gotta clear. And
Rick doesn't question what the fuck that means. He just goes, well, you know what? Alright then,
enough then, fuck you, Morgan. I mean, if it was me personally and I was Rick, I'd have just like knocked the guy out and took him with. Came like, look, I'm not giving you a choice here. We're taking on the governor, and I need as many men as I can get. So get your guns and get the fuck on out of here. No, but I mean, realistically, I mean, this is twice now that Morgan's not went with Rick. Yeah, he somehow meets up with him again. It just doesn't make any sense. How
I know.
You think of the time skips, the chances of them ever meeting up again is mad. Now you could say it's because he went back to the sort of same location. But how is he realistically supposed to meet when they get to Alexandria? Where is Alexandria from where they are now? Could be fucking hours away. Probably is hours away.
Yeah, like, it could easily be like 100 miles. Fucking more?
You think the amount of time that they spend on the road and stuff, so... Again, the fact that Morgan just manages to meet them again, I think...
But I'm pretty sure they're in Washington, aren't they? Alexandria's in Washington.
Might be. It just doesn't make sense. Plot holes.
Could The Walking Dead not do... See, like, these spin-offs, could they not go to fucking, like, New York or something, just to see what a different city fucking looks like? Oh, instead of this bit of grass. Anyway, right. Then, as they're leaving, Carl's like, sorry for shooting you. And he's like, son, don't you
ever be sorry. Right, Morgan.
Then the episode ends with like a decent enough song, and then they just steal the hitchhiker's bag who's died. And that is it. What are you getting out of 10?
Yeah, for me, this is fuck. Some of the dialogue between Morgan and Rick was okay, not denying that, but it was essentially a filler episode. It was those three looking to go for guns. Now it did start with them refusing to pick up a hitchhiker. Then at the end, he's dead, and they pick up his bag. Was that supposed to be symbolic or something like that? Or?
Like, I don't know what we're doing back at the prison at this point, but could we not get some fucking scenes?
Yeah, did this have to be like a solo clear episode? Did this have to be just this little small specific group? Why couldn't it have been mixed in with how the group were getting on back in the prison?
Like, see, considering there's going to be like a peace meeting next episode, like I can't remember how it kicks off or whatever, but could there not been like some build up to that? Like, how's that even come around? Does the next episode just kick off and Rick and the Governor fucking sipping whiskey?
I mean, no,
I don't know what's happening.
Would this episode not have just been much better? Not the way you said, I don't want to leave Michonne and Meryl in the prison together. What if you left Michonne and took Meryl?
I know. But then if he takes Meryl, he has to take Daryl, doesn't he? Right?
Does he?
Yeah, I don't think he trusts Meryl.
I think he would at this stage. Anyway, Dixon spin-offs, I'm calling for it. I mean, why not just go back in time? Everything Darrow's done, right, from Meryl's death onwards has been fucking horrendous. So, I would just, as Morgan would say, clear. I would clear everything.
I will.
From season 3, episode 15 onwards. And just, I mean, you're doing spin-offs. Just do the Dixon Bros.
Right, talk about clear. What's it getting? I'm getting
4 out of 10. Nah, I think I'm being kind there.
I'm getting a 3.
3
because there was 4 pish characters, and you gotta take 1 point away for that alone. Anyway, 3.5 next time out. I think it's called Arrow on the Doorpost.
It is Governor Rick's group sit down meeting.
Peace.